They're just walking out. Oh my god! Intercepted by an old lady. Older lady, mature woman. In today's tale of everyone's an arsehole, some people are just bigger arseholes than others. The baby, little baby. So today we're going to be exploring this very cool, very secret, it's not really a secret, anybody can find it, but not everybody knows about it, place on subreddits called Walmart Employees. But it's a subreddit where Walmart employees basically vent all their frustrations about Walmart and Walmart customers, as of having visited one and found it mildly overwhelming. My heart. It's too much. It's too much choice. America, what do you need all this choice for? Walmart is like this crazy big place that's really fun but also scary. Anything could happen in Walmart, and that's the fun of Walmart. Before I get into the video, do be sure to like, share, comment and subscribe. Otherwise, the next time you go to put on your socks, you're only going to have left socks. What are you going to do then? No right socks, just left ones. How uncomfortable. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Have fun working that one out. End my suffering, me after hearing the same Halloween joke on Walmart radio for the millionth time. Yeah, oh god. Working in stores, I experienced this a lot. We would have the same albums on loop constantly because they had been approved by the manager, and they'd only have approved like 5 albums. And if you're working in a store every single day and you're hearing the same 5 albums, you slowly go insane. You actually go insane. And the worst is at Christmas time, you are hearing, working in a store at Christmas time made me freaking hate Christmas songs. Like, I now hate Christmas songs. That's not true. I do quite like some Christmas songs, but for a while there, it was touch and go. Okay, this next one is called If Walmart and all of retail employees could be honest to customers. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Did you check farther back to make sure that... Okay, you checked in the back. There was no more. Right. Hold on. Let me look up top to see if there's some up there. Oh, yeah, there's none up there. If there's none out here, then I'm going to go ahead and be honest. We ain't got it. I don't care what you scanned on your phone, what you looked up. If it ain't on the shelf, it ain't in the stock room. Okay, you want me to go to the back and look. Well, look, honey, peep game. If you want me to go to the back and check for it, I'm going to go back there and lollygag. Okay, I'm going to stop by the break room, look at my lunch, might eat a little bit of lunch. I'm going to dance in the hallway. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to be on my phone. I'm going to come back to the hallway. I'm going to hit a little Dougie, just to waste enough time so you think it's realistic. So I'm not going to go to the back and waste your time and my time just so you know that we don't got it.
Oh my gosh. Yes. This was an absolute pet peeve when I worked in stores. People going, could you go to the back and look? I usually tended to work in smaller stores, or when I did work in a big store, I knew my section. Like, I was always on menswear. In every store I worked in, I was on menswear. And I knew what was available. And we would generally put out a couple of every size every day. And at the start of the day, when you were doing your restock, you would go, okay, we don't have any smalls left, unfortunately, so there are none out. So generally, unless we've sold a whole load of smalls that day, they're not in the back. And if you asked me about a particular pair of pants or a t-shirt or something, I would know off the top of my head if there are more in the back. But still, people would insist, can you go check? And I'd be like, I know for a fact if there are or are not more in the back. If you asked me and I knew there were more in the back, I would offer to go and look in the back. But sometimes, I'll be honest, if you are rude to a sales assistant and they say they're going to go look in the back, we're just standing in the back, chilling, and then coming back out and going, no, sorry, even if it actually is there, because we're not paid to care. He's funny, he's a funny guy. And honestly, that should just be incentive to be nice to people, because it costs nothing to be nice, you know? You might just get your t-shirt. Come with me and you'll be in a world of OSHA violations. I've heard of OSHA violations. I'm guessing that's the same as health and safety. That's what we call health and safety in Ireland. Yeah, that's dangerous. That could fall on someone. For sure. Also, like, those are expensive products. You should not have them all propped up like that. Customer quote of the day, 90-year-old female customer. Jesus effing Christ, why are your bananas so green? I'll be effing dead before they ever turn yellow. Me speechless. I hope that's true, because that woman is a legend. And now over to Editor Diane with Am I the Arsehole?
Am I the arsehole?
In today's tale of everyone's an arsehole, some people are just bigger arseholes than others, we have the case of am I the arsehole for telling a Walmart employee if they want to see my receipt, they could dig it out of the trash themselves. Last night I went to Walmart because I can get a 24-pack of truly $23-ish. No idea what that is. I checked out, no issue, and threw out my receipt on the way out. As I continued to walk out, an employee told me to stop and that she needed to see my receipt. I asked why, and she said since my item wasn't in a bag, she needed to see my receipt. I told her I don't have my receipt because I just threw it out. I should add that she saw me throw away my receipt and saw me check out. That is an important detail, Chad. She asked me why I would do that, and I said because I didn't need it. Edit, adding that the way she asked was not polite. She went on to berate me for throwing away my receipt, and she said I needed it or she wouldn't let me leave. I again told her I threw it out. She told me I needed to get the receipt out of the trash. I told her if she needed my receipt that bad, she should get the receipt herself. I tried to get her to get the lady who helped me check out, but she said she couldn't leave her post and she wouldn't let me go get the lady. The lady did eventually see the commotion and confirm she did help me check out, but the other lady wasn't taking that answer and still said she needed to see the receipt. Sometimes common sense ain't that common, huh? Finally, the lady gave up and said, you know what, this isn't worth it, but next time I see you, you better believe I'm going to make your experience here even worse because arseholes like you make my job a living hell. I have already reported this lady to both Walmart itself and corporate, but I'm curious. Am I the arsehole? So she saw you throwing the receipt in the bin and refused to go and talk to the other teller. This is the kind of lady who would card a 60-year-old man in a bar. Sounds to me like this lady has a classic case of jobsworthitis. In this case, you may be an arsehole in general, but you are not the arsehole. 0 arseholes out of 5.
Am I the arsehole?
Thanks for that, Editor Diane. Y'all keep playing games. I'm just waiting for the P to fall so I can sue Walmart. Oh, that's actually kind of smart. You would make a lot of money, although maybe if they could prove that you went out of your way to stand under the sign in the hopes, probably tweeting something like that would cancel it out and you'd still be injured. So not the greatest idea. Ordered Walmart delivery and they couldn't get me stir-fry sauce, so they substituted it for a can of beef ravioli. What the F, lol. That is actually extremely annoying. That has happened to me. That happens all the time when you order stuff from the supermarket. It's like the kind of thinking that goes into the person who does the replacing products. They don't care. They're literally like, I'm probably not getting paid to care enough about that. I'm going to get paid whether I replace your product correctly or not. I remember the worst time it happened to me was in Ireland. I ordered carrot cake and they gave me carrots. That's not the same. That's not even close. This one is called We Need to Hire This Lady as the Head of AP.
You gonna pay for that? Huh? You gonna pay for that?
Is that person just robbing the store?
Pay for it?
They're just walking out? Oh my god! Intercepted by an old lady! Older lady, mature woman.
Come on, bud. Come on.
Get out.
Come on.
Get out.
Take your f***ing go off.
Just jack up the price for everybody.
We need her as head of security in the world. Fair play to her. Oh my god. Why was actual security not doing anything? I bet actual security didn't even care that much about it. She was just like, not today, son. Not today. Watch this 80s training video. Lady tells it like we wish we could. Excuse me, do you work here? No, I just stock shelves because it's fun. I mean, they're being polite, but also if you've heard it like 4 times that day, you are just like... Also, I went through a period of time when I was working in a lot of stores. I'd be in another store, not wearing a uniform or anything, and I must have just emanated I work in a store-ness because people would come up to me and ask me where things were. And I was like, I do work in a store, but not this store. POV of every Walmart employee. Customer, I'm never shopping here again. Employees. Just celebrating. Nice. As an employee, you don't care. Like, you not shopping here again will just be beneficial for me if you're a rude person, you know? Next one. Take it easy, friends. I don't know who needs to hear this, but take your lunch break, your evenings, your weekends, your holidays, and your PT off, paid time off. You agreed to a job in exchange for pay and benefits. You did not sign up to sell your soul on every moment of your personal time. That is so accurate. When you are generally a good person and you work for somewhere like a store, you do tend to take it on board that you're like upsetting people if you take your days off and stuff like that. Whereas in actuality, you don't owe anybody anything. You signed up to do a job. And you do your job, and you do your job as best as you can, and then you clock out. You are not paid to care. I would often get that thing when I worked in stores, like, we don't have anyone to cover you. Well, Janet, that's not really my problem. You should hire more people then. You know, if I'm sick, I'm sick. If I come in, I'm going to infect my coworkers with whatever kind of flu I have. So I'm not coming in, Janet. I'm not coming in. Fucking Janet. Oh my God, bestest girl on her 15. Oh my God, the baby, little baby. You have service dogs in Walmart? Of course you do. America has such good allowances for service dogs and things like that. I don't know why. I've never come into contact. I'm sure it's allowed in Europe. You're allowed to have a job if you require a service dog, but I've never seen a service dog anywhere in Europe. I've not seen one in America either, but like obviously that exists. Look at Abby being adorable. I find it really hard. You should not pet service dogs. You should not pet a working dog. But additionally, it is really hard not to just like stand there going, look at the doggy doing its job. Oh, good doggy. You know, you can appreciate from afar. That's okay. I'm such a big fan of your work, Abby. Coworker sent me this. If this isn't the truth. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in forever. Oh my God, let's stand in front of everyone's effing way and talk about our effing kids. Yeah, that does happen. But that also happens with store employees too, to be fair. A lot of times they will take up like space where you're trying to shop and you're literally like, they're talking and you are trying to get through the aisle and you're like, excuse me, I'm just trying to shop. I think employees and customers are just as guilty of that one. I walk to work every day. Now that my bike was stolen, I told a random customer about it and a few days later they gave me a bike. I have no words. Aww. I feel mixed things about this. First of all, it's a feel-good story in the sense that a customer did that. But additionally, Walmart should have done that for you. You know, it's nothing to Walmart to give you a bike to get to work. They're not obligated to do so, but you would think somebody higher up would have a bit of common sense and get you a bike. But it's nice that a customer got it for you. Walmart should have done it though. Things, oh God, I'm guessing this is like on their pin board. Things that don't require effort. It's always the cheesiest stuff. It's always the cheesiest, stupidest stuff on those pin boards. Things that don't require effort. Being on time. Work ethic. Effort. Body language, doing extra, being prepared, attitude. Somebody wrote all of this requires effort. Especially effort. Effort requires effort. Things that don't require effort would be like breathing. Some days it takes a little effort just to do that. No. And finally, we have just promoted myself to customer. Yeah, it can feel like that some days for sure. That was interesting. It definitely brought back a lot of memories of working in stores, university. That was the time I was working in shops. As I say, mostly menswear. Menswear so much better to work in than women's wear because men just know exactly what they're going to buy. Whereas as a woman, I like to pick everything up, touch it, drop it everywhere. We should all be more considerate when we're walking around a store. The worst is if you've just folded something and then somebody comes along and they unfold it. You're like taking that personally, but they're just shopping, you know? It's not personal. It feels personal though. That's it for today. Shout out to a couple of very special people.
Hello, Chewie here. I just want to say thank you to all of these people who are members of the Karmic Goals Crew over on Patreon. I prefer to call them Chewies Crewie. These members of our community make it possible for these videos to happen, and Chewie is very thankful for each and every one of them. Good karma is coming your way.
Thank you so much, guys. See you on the other side. Bye. Sorry, I always scare you with that, and I know it breaks my heart when I look back at the footage. I'm sweating from my lip. Ugh. Okay, let's see what we got up. Okay, let's see what do we have for okay. Ooh, look who it is. Hello. Oh, right on the nose. Can you come up? Can you high five?
Yes, you can high five.